That is 2.3 scaled triangles. It says, here is triangle O, followed by a number of other triangles. You can see triangle O right here. The triangles to look at. Triangles, is it a copy of triangle O? And be prepared to explain your reasoning. And I think I said, is it a copy? Is it a scaled copy? Video, I want you to start by taking a look at, first, triangle H, and decide whether or not they are scale copies. First, you might have noticed that in triangle H, you could base to, which is in the original triangle. So is not a scaled copy because we can't multiply each side of the triangle times the same thing to get back to our original. E. That you can multiply 4 times 2 to get 8. To get 10. Multiply each side by the same thing. Right? Triangle E. List all the triangles that are scaled copies in the table and record the side lengths that corresponds to the side lengths of triangle O listed in each column. So what is E since we just talked about? 3 in triangle O became 6, 4 activity, but I want us to look at a couple more triangles. Out in class is that triangles A and triangles F are definitely not scale copies because their angles change. Original triangle, there's a right angle, but in triangles A and F, there are no right angles, so you know that they're not scale copies. Just is that triangle B is a scale copy as triangle O. Exactly the same doesn't mean it's a scale copy because we can simply multiply each of the side lengths times 1. My table. Talked about in class was triangle D. Side lengths are triangle O to triangle D, 2 half. As explain or show how each copy has been scaled from the original. Copies that we drew in our table. Or we have triangle, I should say, and copy E. These side lengths same thing that I just did for O, show the side lengths and what I multiplied by for triangles B drawing this exact same scale diagram that I just did on the screen. We'll recap the lesson. figure and its scale copy have corresponding parts, or parts that are in the same position in relation to the rest of the figure. So A and B are a corresponding line segment, corresponding points, are corresponding angles. Is what we multiply by to get to a scaled copy. So you can see between polygon 1 and polygon 2 is 2. Work from lesson 2. Make sure that you head to today's folder and you can always send an email to Ms. Kness.